Donald Trump had a disastrous meeting with the G7 leaders in Canada where he left early and fled because it was so bad. I have footage of those leaders rolling their eyes at him when they were talking about Donald Trump. And Donald Trump also dropped papers when he was showing off an agreement that he signed. I'll have that moment for you too. But importantly, on his way back, his brain glitched when asked simple questions. And that's not the only thing glitching when it comes to Trump, because as I told you yesterday in yesterday's video, Donald Trump created a phone that is made in China. It's vaporware right now. It doesn't really exist. This is a photoshopped image of the phone that is not real. It's gold. It has the American flag on it. It's tacky. But a reporter tried ordering the phone and the page failed and it charged this person's credit card the wrong amount. And it really is just an example of the way that Donald Trump runs his businesses is truly the way he's running America. It's the only time Donald Trump has told the truth, that he is running the country the way he ran and runs his businesses. Like shit. And this is very funny. I had to show you this. The Trump phone also comes with mobile services, and they released a coverage map yesterday. And wouldn't you know it, the Gulf of Mexico is there, not the Gulf of America. This is the level of detail we can expect from Donald Trump's administration. They can't even get the simple things right. And Donald Trump has lost step, as you're going to see with this clip on Air Force One. But a Newsmax host, when confronted with that idea, lost his mind.
So, I mean, look,
well, Donald Trump has lots of cognitive problems, too. Why don't we talk about those? Because he actually has a nuclear football right now. Isn't that more concerning? And by the way,
what's concerning?
Donald Trump was the oldest man to ever take the oath of office.
Nobody would say that Donald Trump has lost his step. I mean, even Democrats are saying, you know, maybe it'll happen, but right now it hasn't.
You let me know in the comments. Has Donald Trump lost his step? Has Donald Trump declined since we first got to know him 10 years ago? It's been 10 years of this shit when he came down that elevator. You'd let me know if Donald Trump lost his step. And before we get to those clips on Air Force One, I just want to show you this. Senator Mike Lee, in a story we talked about a couple days ago where two Democratic lawmakers were shot at. Two were killed. One was a lawmaker. One was the lawmaker's husband. And Senator Mike Lee wrongly said the person was a far left radical. We all now know that person was a Republican who voted for Trump and would have been offended if he were called a Democrat by anyone, according to his roommate. And Senator Mike Lee has been confronted now by Tina Smith in a meeting. And this was a reporter trying to get answers, and watch him just trying to run away because Republicans are keyboard warriors who actually don't believe in anything.
Could you tell us about your conversation with Senator Smith? Do you regret your tweet? Do you stand by the post that you made on X?
Have you had a productive conversation about that post? Was that what the senator wanted to speak to you about?
What did you think of the meeting you just came from?
Yeah, so like I said, these are folks who are not capable of actually defending the things they say online. They don't mean it. And these are weak, small-minded people. And this is what you get when you say things you don't really mean. And Donald Trump is under fire for wanting to go after Iran. We are likely going to go into a war because of Donald Trump. And here is one MAGA supporter saying it's going to be a real shame. This is the end of MAGA, total unforced error. All we had to do is ignore the rest of the world and deport 100 million, or not 100 million immigrants here. And the golden age was there for the taking. It's just like so, it's so beautiful when MAGA finds out that Donald Trump is just a total, what is even the word? A con artist. He's a con artist. Okay, and then yesterday night, Donald Trump tweeted this insane thing where he told a city in a faraway country to evacuate. Imagine any other U.S. president doing that. It would be absurd. It would be dangerous. But because it's Donald Trump, no one really took him that seriously, which is scary in itself. People aren't taking the president of the United States seriously. Here's how Donald Trump responded to that tweet he posted.
What was the thinking on the call for Tehran to evacuate? Is there a threat or is there incoming? What was the thinking on the full evacuation?
I want people to be safe. And that's always possible. A thing like that could happen. I just want people to be safe.
This morning, the president said he has not reached out to Iran for peace talks.
Insane. I just want people to be safe. So I'm telling you to evacuate because it could happen. It's insane. Donald Trump also admitted that he has not talked to Tim Walz. Like I said, Minnesota is experiencing a crisis right now, and they are in mourning. And it's typical of the President of the United States, despite the person's political party, if the governor is experiencing a tragedy, just to reach out and offer your condolences. Donald Trump said he doesn't feel like he should have to.
Have you called the governor yet or been able to speak to any of them?
I don't really call him. Look, he appointed this guy to the position. I think the governor of Minnesota is so whacked out. I'm not calling him. He's a mess. So, I could be nice and call him, but why waste time?
Now, just so you know, I actually interviewed Tim Walz a couple of days ago. It was the day before this tragedy happened. And if you want to check out that interview, it is linked below. And if you like Tim Walz and you want to support him, leave a like on this video and let's make sure more people see it. And I also have Donald Trump here getting mocked by world leaders at the G7 yesterday. Perhaps could this be one of the reasons why he left early? And so here is the Italian PM and Macron whispering something to her, probably, most likely, talking about Trump. Watch this eye roll. It's nuts.
No.
I want to be her friend. I think she'd be fun to hang out with. And they're very smart to cover their faces because they know they're on camera and there are lip readers. And we would have known what they were saying if they did not do that. And then here's where Donald Trump just brain glitches. This wasn't even seen on mainstream media, but he's asked why he went to Washington when he could have just been in Canada, and listen to what he said.
What can you do in Washington that you couldn't do in Canada?
Just be a little bit, I think, more well-versed. Not having to use telephones so much because I don't believe in telephones. Because people like you listen to them. So being on the scene is much better.
Just a little bit, I think more well-versed. What? He doesn't make any sense. And I am just now seeing this come on the screen. So let's just go through it. This is truly breaking right now. But Donald Trump just posted a text from Mike Huckabee where Mike Huckabee tells him that he's God's chosen one. Mr. President, God spared you and Butler to be the most consequential president in a century, maybe ever. The decisions on your shoulders I would not want to be made by anyone else. You have many voices speaking to you, sir, but there is only one voice that matters, his voice. I am your appointed servant in this land, and I am available for you, but I do not try to get in your presence often because I trust your instincts. No president in my lifetime has been in a position like yours, not since Truman. It is insane the president is posting things like that. And Tim Miller says here that Mike Huckabee also said that he has an opportunity no president has had since Truman nuked Japan. Oof. Yeah, that's really concerning. I don't even want to try to guess where this is all heading. But thank you all so much for watching. We're going to keep watching this story and many others. And so stay tuned on the channel. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I will see you next time. Bye.